Okay, now our first guest, like many Australian stars, started her career as a cast member in the Aussie soap Neighbours. She then began a solo recording career and hasn't looked back. Her first album, called Innocent Eye, sold over 2.5 million copies worldwide. Please welcome Delta Goodrem!
Well done! Hello! Another tall, elegant lady. Lovely to meet you, darling.
Hello, how are you? How are you? I'm very well.
Are you coming apart?
I am sorry.
It happens, unlikely. Things do fall off.
I do, sorry
if
about
anything
that.
does, I'll help you.
Thank
you.
you.
I'll be happy to help you.
Everybody.
Have you any ideas, Delta? Any ideas why so many Australians start out in Neighbours and then go on to international recording careers? I mean, there was Holly, Kylie, of course,
yes.
Natalie and Brie. I mean, why is it? Is it something... Was that a plan, or is it just something that happens?
Well, I know I can only speak on my personal experience through going to Neighbours and having an absolute wonderful time, and just it's such a great training ground, and it's really disciplined, and there's so many doors that open. It's just a matter of whether you really want to really go through them. And I guess that it's been going for so long that there's bound to be lots of people that come from the show, and
yes,
it's a show that's been going for so long.
I suppose if you're on every day, you know, you're like us. When you're on every day, it's not so much work. It's something you slide into, and that, of course, would build for when you got to walk out and perform by yourself. You know, it's
exactly.
not the same.
It's like I really enjoy. I was signed to Sony before I joined Neighbours, so they asked me to come on as a singer.
Wow,
so
right.
I was like, you know what? Actually, that would be great fun. I'd love to.
You did it the other way around.
Yes, exactly. You should just do whatever comes up, really, isn't it?
You know, it's like just if your path leads you into it, you go, great, love to be a part of it.
Now, the last couple of years for you have been a real helter-skelter, some real highs and real lows. You had a single out in Australia that went to #1. You were top 10 here. Your album did so well, and then you got some really, really bad news. You told you had a serious illness. How did it affect you when you heard the news?
Well,
what were your emotions doing?
Anybody didn't? Pardon me?
What were your emotions doing when you suddenly told, you know,
that I have cancer?
Yeah.
I got told when I just gone to, it was my third #1, like, and the album had just gone a double #1, and the album had just debuted here, it just got released, and I got told that I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is another form of cancer, and then I went through all the treatments. I did the chemotherapy and radiation, and went through all the change meds. Lost my hair, it's slowly growing back. I'm very excited, and I think it was like I reacted like any 18-year-old would when they got told they have cancer, and I had my family and friends supporting me, and I was so fortunate that I had a lot of support, and people who supported my music, like from the first album, Innocent Eyes, it was like UK people and Australian people and people from around the world sending me the most beautiful letters. I could never say thank you enough to.
Well, happily, you're fine. Full recovery. That's that early diagnosis. You're back, ready to go again. Have you learned anything from that time? What have you learned? What do you look at life?
I don't know where to start. So I think I definitely learned a lot of lessons, and I think when something's thrown at you like that, you just sort of, you've got to believe that everything happens for a reason, and that maybe I was meant to learn a lot of different things. I definitely changed a lot of perspective and just look at things differently. And I don't think there was lots of lessons. I think it wasn't that weren't the reason why I got it. And then there's lots of things that I guess everybody's self, like many people who go through cancer treatment and go through a serious illness, they'll say that it does change many things within yourself,
And did the experience influence the way you write songs and what kind of subject matter that you were using?
Oh, completely. I mean, from the first album to this second album, I mean, this album has a completely different feel to it because it was a completely different time in my life. All of a sudden, from doing promos trips to doing Neighbours and doing music all the time and every day, sort of just go and travelling, and then all of a sudden getting told, no, now you have to just concentrate on your health and see the doctors every single day. That I guess that it was a really complete...
Get your priorities, don't you?
Exactly,
right?
your priorities. So.
And I hear you're thinking about moving to the States.
Is that right?
People keep saying that. No, I'm not. I'm just like, I'll be spending... They're releasing the record there, so...
I see.
I guess that I'll be spending a bit of time there, but no, I'm not moving there. I'm still,
be nice
still
to
a
go.
Aussie girl.
Nice to go when you're #1 on Billboard, pop in, sing a song on the David Allen show, you know? The press are always linking you. They've already started linking you romantically with anyone you even look at.
What about yourself?
Well, I'm spoken for, actually.
I know.
But listen, we hear that Robbie Williams is very interested in you. Has he got a chance,
Oh,
Robbie?
really?
Yeah, that's in the papers. Did you not read that?
Yeah, I did. I did.
You're not going to comment on that one, are you?
No, it's very sweet. I don't know what to say.
There was a picture also in today's paper with you with Mr. McFadden.
We did the duet for the Royal Variety.
And you were close. How are we close?
Because we were singing together.
You were singing. I'm getting the message here.
How did you enjoy the Royal Show? Because I imagine it's terrifying, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, I was really excited. I genuinely was very honoured to go and sing at it, and it was a wonderful experience, and I was really, again, honoured to be there.
You're not scared? You must have been scared a little bit.
I always get nervous. I do get nervous only because you like to do a good job. It's not nervous because it's like, oh, but more like I'd like to do a good job for him.
You're going to be singing the single for us soon. It's called Be Strong.
Yeah.
It sounds like that might have been spawned from your experience. That sounds like
this was definitely written for people out there who.
Will you be wearing shoes?
Today?
Yes.
Why are you asking that?
Because I'm told this lady sings without her shoes on.
Really? It's true. Actually, you know, I never ever wear shoes on stage. I don't, but.
Why?
I wasn't going to take them off today, but maybe I will now, Des.
You can take them off. We're very casual. Go for it, girl.
All right. Well, yeah. No, I never wear shoes.
Is it a lucky thing, an unlucky? I mean, what is it?
It's not
is
even.
it's just.
I think it's just I wore shoes again for the Royal Variety because I had to stand up straight and I was standing. Normally I'm sitting down playing the piano and singing. So. My mum tells everyone